Okay, so first of all, sorry for the length of the previous videos. I didn't keep an eye on the clock, so I'll try to do better with this one. So we are talking still about section 1.5, and now we'll be discussing what average value means. So I hope that you will be able to calculate the average value of a function. So first of all, what really does average value mean? And in order to do that, I want to sketch a quick graph here. Stand by. So let's just say I had some function. Let's say I picked 2 points on that function. We'll call one maybe around there and the other one over here. Let's call this x value a and this one b. The average value of the function, let's call this a graph of f of x, y equals f of x. So the average value of f of x on the interval from a to b is given by whatever f of b is minus whatever f of a is divided by b minus a. Alternatively, other notation might be x1 and x2, and we would end up with, so we could say f of x2 minus f of x1. So hopefully this kind of looks like the slope formula. We have one y value minus another one divided by the x values, and that's exactly what this is. If we connected these 2 points with a line, essentially the slope of this line, m, is the average value. So we're really just calculating a slope in this case. This could be, if you're graphing distance as a function of time, this could be your average speed over some interval, or your just average rate of change depending on what you're looking at. So as a quick example, let's find the average rate of change for let's call this m of x equals 3 plus x squared over x. And we're going to say on the interval one to 4. So what we need to do, well, we need to do a couple things. First of all, I might just write down the average value formula just to remind myself. It would be m of 4 minus m of 1 over 4 minus 1. Before I actually solve that, though, I might actually do each of these separately instead of trying to do it in my head and messing up. So this would be 3 plus 4 squared over 4, which is 19 over 4. You can use a calculator to check that. And then m of 1 would be 3 plus 1 squared over 1. So note I'm just plugging into the original formula for m of x here. So I get 4 over 1, which is just 4. Now I'm going to take these two numbers and plug them in the appropriate locations in the average value formula. So I end up with 19 over 4 minus 4 all over 4 minus 1 is just 3. All right, so it looks to me like this is, I'll just stay here with fractions, common denominator over 3. I end up with 3/4 over 3. If I divide that by 3, you should end up with 1/4. You can use a calculator. Alternatively, you could do keep change flip. So let's stop there for just a moment. We're done with that problem. That's the answer. The answer is just 1/4. Real quick though, if you wanted a refresher on keep change flip, aka multiply the numerator by the reciprocal of the denominator. denominator. That would be 3 over 4 was divided by 3. Well, 3 is really a fraction. It's the fraction 3 over 1. So you would multiply 3 over 4 by the reciprocal of that, which is 1/3. There's a 3 in the numerator and a 3 in the denominator, so 3 divided by 3 is 1, and I'm left with 1/4. And that is average rate of change. So I'm just going to do one example for that and call that the end of this video since the other ones were kind of long.